From Cleveland to Chicago, not too far away, is where NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski joins us ahead of the NBA Draft Lottery, 3 p.m. Eastern today. Woj, fantastic to see you. Right after that, we have Game 4 of Knicks versus the Pacers. Let's get into it. The Pacers finally got a win in this series. We know the Knicks are already thin depth-wise. What's the health statuses for both Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby here?
Yeah, Gary, it's become a war of attrition for this Knicks roster, really testing their depth. I think the good news for the Knicks today, the expectation is Jalen Brunson will be in the lineup. He's certainly dealing with that right foot injury, but murky for the Knicks is the availability in this series at all for OG Anunoby. He's out today again with that left hamstring injury. I'm told that it's unlikely he will be able to return as soon as Game 5 on Tuesday. Then the Knicks have a couple of days off before a potential Game 6. But the Knicks right now, without OG Anunoby and his ability as really one of the elite two-way players left in these playoffs, they are really at the limit of their depth to be able to perhaps hold off this Pacers very deep Pacers team.
Man, and those hamstrings, as we know, they can be just as pesky as an ankle. And Jalen Brunson, man, he is getting beat up. 38 hard minutes in Game 3. In other NBA news, Woj, the Lakers still in search of a new head coach after firing Darvin Ham. What names are you hearing that are sort of circling this position out west?
Gary, the Lakers are going to start ramping up that search here in Chicago at the draft combine this week. They'll start calling teams for coaches who are under contract, assistant coaches, asking for permission. And then I think perhaps some coaches who aren't under contract with teams. A couple of names to watch in this search. James Borrego, the top assistant in New Orleans. They went from a offense at 21-22 in the league last year to a top 10 offense. Really found, I think, peak performance for Zion Williamson, handling the ball, kind of playing that point forward position. And Borrego had a good run as head coach in Charlotte, went from 33 to 43 wins there. Obviously, was with Greg Popovich for a long time in San Antonio. He'll be a candidate in this process. Another candidate is someone who hasn't coached, and that's our colleague here at ESPN, Redick. He is certainly somebody that the Lakers are drilling down on. They're making calls and trying to get a sense of what a head coach JJ Redick would look like. But this is going to be a long search. They're going to talk to a lot of candidates, and so I don't expect this process to go quickly. One more name, Gary. Lakers may or may not call on her. Want to wish my wife, Amy, happy Mother's Day. Tune into the Draft Lottery, 3 o'clock at ABC, honey.
Woj, with all due respect, it's probably enough of a full-time job trying to keep up with you and all of your goings-on. She can't add the Lakers out west to that plate. So happy Mother's Day to Miss Wojnarowski. Woj, thanks so much for the news.